Hi everyone. In one of my previous videos I talked about why I think Venom movies could have been better if they had kept Venom a villain and not an anti-hero. In this video, I want to demonstrate how you can do that for Reverse Flash. This is my Reverse Flash fanfic. It's called Reverse Flash Origins. It's a fanfic inspired by a Reverse Flash tie-in of Flashpoint comic books written by Jeff Johns. Page 1. Neon-colored building, wet grounds. This is Star City 2250. We see an establishing shot of Flash Museum. A man in white coat comes out the door. He once was a tourist guide here. Eobard Thawne yells, "They don't know him like I do. They get all the facts wrong. All of it." Page 2. In the next shot, we see a bunch of buildings in heavy rain. Neon lights give the city the feel of a dirtier version of Tokyo. Eobard finally gets home, a messed up building in a messed up part of town. His studio apartment is really small, littered with pictures of him, the Flash, some newspaper, an old TV, and a homemade Kid Flash costume. He looks at a box filled with bottles of chemical. Some of the chemicals had leaked on the floor, close to the door. Eobard Thawne says, "See, they know that he was hit by lightning, but they don't know about the chemicals. Why don't they listen to me?" Page 3. His hands were shaking as he put the box of chemicals on the table, looked at the heavy rain and thunder. He remembered the story of the time doctors found out which bacteria gave human ulcers. He remembered that the doctor who found out it was H. pylori was not believed by the other doctor, thus he had to drink a bottle of the bacteria, giving himself the ulcer to prove that he was right. Eobard had to prove that he was right. Eobard Thawne said, "This is my bottle." He held the box in one hand and a metallic chair in another. Page 4. He's standing on top of the crooked building. He sets up the chair, the chemicals behind the chair. This is the only way to prove them wrong, to prove he was right. The Flash was given the power because of the mixture of the chemical and the lightning. It was science, not magic, and boom! Page 5. We see a shot of a dark staircase. It becomes a bit lighter. Then we see Eobard coming down the stairs. He is lit on fire. He should be in pain, but it is as if the pain hasn't reached his brain yet. He opens the door to his apartment. The chemical he had left in the building all catch on fire. Eobard yells, "No!" All of his life, all his belonging, every Flash photo he had, all gone, while standing in the flames of what used to be his apartment. He suddenly feels the pain. Weird, he hadn't felt a thing before. He tries to run to maybe put out the fire. Page 6. He's suddenly in the streets. The streets is dark and only lit by the burning flames on Eobard's body. Eobard says, "What?" He doesn't understand. Where is he? He turns around. He sees the apartment. He sees that the whole apartment is on fire. Eobard Thawne says, "No!" Suddenly, he's inside the building again, inside the fire. He sees a picture of Flash and Kid Flash being burned. Page 7. He grabs his homemade Kid Flash costume and runs out. It finally hits him. He was correct. It was as if the others not believing in him had made it harder for him to understand it. He was correct. He had gained the power of the Flash. He looked down at the homemade costume he had made, half of it being burned and charred black and the rest still yellow. Eobard Thawne whispered, "I will make you proud." He started running. He knew he could break the barrier. If he was right about the chemicals, he was right about everything, and whoosh! Page 8. He falls in another alley. It is daytime. The year is 2015. He slowly walks to the end of the alley. A close-up shot of Eobard's face being lit up by excitement and fascination. He saw his idol, the Flash of the 21st century. He was saving this woman from a car crash. The woman was about to fall to the ground and whoosh! Eobard runs and grabs the woman and takes her to safety. The next thing he sees is a red light punching him in the face. Page 9. His head bounced on the concrete, his nose bleeding. He looks up, he sees the Flash standing on top of him. His face is not visible since he's shaking his head in super speed. The Flash says, "Do not touch her. I will not let you murder her." Confused, Eobard runs. Flash follows him. He breaks the barrier again and boom, and falls back into the year 2015. He was thinking about what happened. Then thought, no more. No more confusion, no more helplessness, no more getting punched in the face by others. He had a question. Why did Flash punch him? And he had all the time in the world to have it answered. He had the speed force in him. So he ran again, and boom, Page 10. The year is 2500, the Flash Museum. He walks into the museum. The Kid Flash statue never had a name, but surely they should know his name by now. He walks in and all eyes are on him, probably due to the weirdness of his costume. He walks to the statue and sees the name of Kid Flash. His name is Wally West. How could this be? Ebart wasn't the Kid Flash? He's about to walk out and he sees the statue of Reverse Flash in the background. Doesn't pay any attention. He's about to walk out when someone yells, "Hey, nice Reverse Flash costume." Page 11. What? Reverse Flash costume? I guess the costume looked more like Reverse Flash due to the burns. He walked toward the statue and reads the name of Reverse Flash. His name is Ebarth Thawne. He wasn't shocked. He was calm and collected. He knew it now. Why Flash punched him. But more importantly, what he should do with his life. What if I told you you would get your flowers and you would have statues built for you in the future? Everybody knows who you are, but you're the bad guy. Ebart made his choice right then. He's not sad. Destiny's destiny, and he's to be the villain. Everything clicked. Page 12. We see the museum door. As everyone is trying to run away, time slows down, and one by one, the people who are running in slow motion start to vanish. Yellow light, another vanish. Yellow light, another vanishes. Next scene, we see Reverse Flash as his hand is elbow deep in one's chest. Next scene, he's walking towards a boy who is yelling on the ground, screaming. Next scene, he's forcing a woman to dance with her. He sees the statues, the future, but as they dance, the woman sees the dead bodies on the floor. Page 13. Reverse Flash is walking outside. The black on his suit is barely visible. It is more red now, wet with the blood of every innocent soul in that museum. He thinks, how can I be the worst thing Flash has ever faced? He looks to his right. The next scene is a half splash page, a huge statue of Flash in front of the museum, and the body of Reverse Flash is small compared to the statue, standing under the statue.